Good morning, welcome to my Munro Challenge day 23. Today I'm walking route number 26. So there's 4 Munros today. Geal, which is White Hill. Sgairneach, place of the horse. Beinn, Udlamain, which is Gloomy Hill. And Sgairneach, Mhor, which is Big Scree. Don't like the sound of Big Scree, sounds a bit screey. I'm parked in a little car park just off the A9 at this Balsporan bed and breakfast. I have to say I drove past it thinking it was a lay-by, and there's no lay-by here, so I had to double back. Now Jeff's with me again today, and he's parked his car further down the A9 in a lay-by that we're going to walk to and then drive back up and pick this car. So it saved about 3 miles on today's route doing that. That's reassuring. The first 3 Munros I've just talked about is on a sign over the footbridge. So definitely in the right place. And it's 5 miles to the 3rd Munro, which is quite good, isn't it? There's a series of stalkers paths. We've just hung a right. And we're going up this one here. Just mindful that you need to get the right path. This Land Rover track deteriorated quite quickly into a bit of bog, a bit of single track, but it's still a track, but not as well formed as it was. I've just gone past the steeper section. I'm on the plateau at the top now. Still got a bit of ascent to go, but I notice a big cairn and a bit of a shelter. And, it's pathless now, so we're heading in the general direction of the top this way. There's a cairn near the top of Geal, but I don't believe this is the top. I think it's the next cairn over there. I'll just double check on the map. So that's the top of Geal. Just walking off the top, and the clouds are desperately trying to clear. There's a view of a loch down there and a glen. Hopefully this will lift and we'll have something to show you. So we're just dropping off the getting to the col between the two, and I can see a stalker's path there, which has obviously come back up from the car park at the bottom. If you remember, I said there was a few paths to take, so this will be one of them that was signed right at the beginning, telling you 3.5 miles to such and such, if you remember. Anyway, we're going to follow the stalker's track next. So there's a left turn off the track in the direction of the summit. There's a good couple of 100-metre ascent at least from here, so we need to get on with it. It's going to be steep by the looks of it. There's a cairn up there marking the way, so there's a rough path here, which is good. And once we get to the cairn, we're going to hang a left and head up to towards the top. The map suggests there might even be a stalker's track up there. We'll see. But the top is over there in the cloud. So, approaching the top of Udlamain. Lovely view of a cloud. Not sure what they're doing here, but they've put these cotton, lots of them, encouraging growth of something. Seen quite a few of them all the way up. Anyway, so there you go. Oh, over there in the distance, the big cairn. Yeah, we're following the fence post now, keeping us straight. They're good, these fence posts, when you've got low cloud. We're following this shoulder round, still following fence posts, and you can see the top it's up there in cloud at the minute. Hopefully, I know I keep saying this, but hopefully it'll clear when we get to the top. Might get a view today at some point. So we've got to the junction of the fence posts here. There's a cairn, a fence post, and a left turn here, and you can see another fence post in the fog, which we need to take. But I think I've only got about 30 metres of ascent left to get to the top of Udlamain. It's just in the cloud, you can't see it. It's not so far to go now to the summit of the 3rd Munro. So here we are, Beinn Udlamain. somebody in the cairn. First person we've seen all day. 3rd Munro. I think we've got a top to contend with now before we hit the last Munro of the day. Anyway, this is Beinn Udlamain. It's lovely when the clouds lift. I'm just coming over to this edge over here because we're descending off the top, following the fence post still over there, and this lock has just appeared under the clouds. Isn't that lovely? Wow. So it's very grassy bankside, it's been pathless. That's approaching the top of Sgairneach Mhor. I think that's how you pronounce it. So yes, Jeff's just experienced his first pathless climb. Where we are, the top, Sgairneach Mhor. That was a bit of a slog, grassy slope, but a bit of a slog to get here. So that's Beinn Udlamain, the 3rd Munro of the day that we're up. Other side of the glen. We dropped down to that col, and that was the 2nd climb of the day over there. And I think beyond in the distance is the 1st climb of the day. We're dropping down this steep scree descent. This is extremely steep. Now this is why they call it Big Scree Mountain. We've just come through all that scree. We've just got to the edge of it onto this grass. As you can see, it's almost vertical down here. And right in the glen bottom, you can see the terminate point of that Land Rover track. That's where we're trying to head to pick up that track to take us back to the car. It's just finding a way down this mountain safely. Look at that mother. That is so steep. Now eventually we've got down here. Now we've got a small burn to cross, not a problem. And we're at the Land Rover track. Perfect. Hi, welcome to day 23 of my Munro challenge. I walked route number 26 today. Today's Thursday the 19th of August. And I have to say it was very straightforward. Various stalkers paths, had to make sure you got the right one. For the pretty much the first 3 Munros, you're either following a stalker's path or you're following paths along fence posts and boundary posts. Absolutely not a problem. In fact, we were smashing it, thinking, wow, we've done 3 already. Then we hit Sgairneach Mhor. It's pathless to the top, it's boggy and very heathery and haggy at the bottom. There's no real definition as to where you should be going and which direction to go in. And then it becomes a nice grassy slope, if you like, towards the top. But it was a bit of an effort to get there. Nice. It made a pleasant change actually to the other 3. The descent, however, was absolutely stupidly steep. It was awesome. Poor Jeff. It was so much fun. And I do know why they call it the Big Scree, because there's so much scree at the top. A lot of it was moss covered now, and it was so steep. So we had to struggle our way down to the end of the stalkers track, which we eventually followed back home. Had so much fun going down there, but it was ridiculous. Anyway, on the way home I noticed another stalker's path which isn't shown on the map because I've since checked, and that appears to wrap around the back of the mountain. And quite a long way up towards the summit as well. So I suspect that would have been the better option to get down, and indeed if you're going up the other way, to get up the mountain. But alas, I wasn't to know, and it wasn't shown on the map, so you know, I did what I thought was best at the time. The day, 13.5 miles. We was just over 7 hours, 7 hours 15 minutes walking. I think if it had taken the other track, it'd have been a lot less. And there was 3,509 feet of ascent. Actually, thoroughly enjoyed the day, despite being in a cloud all day, and it pretty much rained all day as well. Yeah, I meant to show you this yesterday. Now I was up to 50 yesterday, but now we're up to 54. But we've now got 54 Munros etched and burnt onto my Munro bagging stick.